I'm Dan Vaida, film and stage actor from Transylvania, Romania, who moved to North America to pursue an acting career. The topic of today, if actors should work as background performers or if they should do extra work. It's the same thing to be in the background of a film or a TV show. Let's say they're filming a scene at the mall, for example, and then you have two characters, the main characters having a dialogue here in the front, and then in the back people are walking back and forth, doing their shopping and all that. That's the story they want to film. So they need somebody, some crowd in the background, or so that's why they're called background performers or extras. Because actors have to make a living before they make it big, right? So they have to pay their bills, and for some, one way they might think about is to go and do background work. So is that a good choice or no? Is that wise or maybe it isn't? There are two aspects that I want to cover here. The first one, and a very important one, is if background gives you, in a way, a pass to become a working actor in, again, film and TV. Can you, from doing extra, in a way, build your way, pave your way to gain traction into the juicy roles? And it's true that a lot of, even Brad Pitt, I think he started being a background performer. I might be wrong, but if I remember correctly, that's what he did at the very, very beginning when he moved into Hollywood. But that's not a way to branch into, and of course there will be exceptions. There are always exceptions to everything. But this is not a way to build your, let's say, credits or resume or body of recognizable work that can lead to bigger parts in film and TV. Background is background, and it remains that way. And background, yes, it can pay well if you are union. If you're union, then you get a different rate, and if it's over 8 hours, you get paid 150% per hour, and if it's over 12 hours, you get paid 200%. From what I know, double check with every city might be different, every location. Atlanta might be different than New York or than Toronto or than Vancouver. Double check, but that's my understanding of the whole situation. I've never done background, so I don't talk from personal experience, but I talk from experience of friends and people I know. So that's the first chapter of this presentation, let's say. No, it's not a way to bridge that gap between not being a working actor and being a working actor. Background does not lead to that. Now, is it a good way to make income? It's, yes, if you're a union background performer and you spend a lot of hours on set and all that, yes, you can do well with being a background performer financially. So it can be good, and also it's good because you might meet other filmmakers who are doing background. So you meet a lot of people, so you can expand your network. So usually within the indie scene, indie world. So that's not a bad way to meet some people, especially if you're new into a city. That's a good way to start meeting people in the field. But what is very important to remember is that with doing background, working as a background performer, the only way to do it wisely, that's what I've heard. That's what people do. And I know of a guy who has like 150 credits under his name as an actor, and he's a quite reputable acting coach. And now, of course, I won't mention his name. And he does background, and I was shocked when I found out. And he does a lot of background. And this guy's been in the industry for like 20 something years. So how they do it, they hide their face from the camera, because once you are a background in a show, any show, if you want to audition for the same show as an actor now, with lines and all that, they know. I don't know how, but they know. They will recognize you. They know you've been on the show as a background, or your face is somewhere in the back at the mall, or on a battlefield, if it's a war movie or whatever that is. So that's why your agent hates it when you do background, because your agent won't be able to submit you for auditions for that specific project, because your face is on the show already. So you can't be in the show again in a different capacity, in a different part. So the only way actors do it, from what I've heard from friends I have and what they told me, they hide their face from the camera, so the camera doesn't see their face. So they were not on the show, and this is how people get away with it. And yeah, they do a pretty easy work. Most of the time they are fed on set, they make friends, they talk, they can write, they can read, they can do different other things while waiting. Because for people who don't know, for my audience, the part of audience who doesn't know, maybe the film set, it's a place where you wait for long hours, and you need to kill time by doing something, making friends or reading, writing. Something has to happen, because otherwise it's very boring. So yeah, to recap, working as a background actor, it's not a performer. It's not a way to become a working actor. Again, exceptions might be, but in general, no, it's not the case. And yes, it can pay decently. The job is not very difficult, not very hard. And if you decide to do it, hide your face from the camera, because otherwise your agent and everybody else will be very upset with you, because you won't be able to audition on the show, and your agent works hard for you to get you in the room, or supposed to. So that's the reason. Thank you for watching. That was my tip for today. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, press the notification bell next to the subscribe button to get notified every single time I'm posting an amazing video like this one, that keeps you that's informative, that keeps you informed. Again, thank you for watching, and see you next time.